Hello everyone and welcome back to the Long Dark, to my Ash Canyon only run. So, just picking up where we left off. It's the morning, there's a blizzard, we are hungry. I haven't played for a couple of days now, or maybe close to a week. Just trying to catch back up on all the things. Doing that standard thing that everyone seems to do in a very bare hut, which is whenever you load up again, you just keep looking under the places you've looked a million times before.
Like an empty pit.
Her stomach feels like an empty pit. We can fill it with water, lady. That is about it. So I'm not sure how much I want to go venture out in that blizzard right now. Now we just sort of drank the last kind of bit of water there. Alright, so I did check back on some of the videos and figured out how I lost my undies, and it just came down to complete user error. I just didn't check the condition of them. There was a couple of times I'd click through the clothing menu in here, and it had, you know, if I had just looked, I would have seen they were low in condition and could have repaired them. Didn't happen. Which is why you should probably look at the clothes in your backpack here rather than just trying to do it through here, because I just wasn't clicking on it in here. But if I'd clicked in this menu, I would have seen. So with that in mind, quick glance over that. Yeah, it's all going all right. I'm not sure if I want to repair this toque yet, because I am planning on trying to make a rabbit one of those. And speaking of that, 3 rabbit pelts. We are waiting on one more on the ground, curing. I'm not really struggling for weight stuff. 22 kilos of the stuff I'm sort of carrying around. So I think we were close on, yeah, like some of these bad boys. 97s and 98s. Ooh, it sounds like the day starting to get just a little bit nice. Just a little bit. Just trying to quickly glance over all my stuff. So we've got 10 sets of prepared mushrooms we can make up, but that's the only thing we've got prepared. Alright, so it's still going to be cold out there, but we're going to go check the traps, and at least we shouldn't be fighting a massive headwind. What I might do, just while I think of it, take those off. Does that help us into the wind? In theory it makes us faster on the ice, but I don't know. Make us faster on the ice, not into a headwind though, and less likely to sprain something, which is always good. But we also don't want to wear them out. Well, I don't know if that's really such an important thing. Damn, so we've got one rabbit. One broken trap or just set trap? And the other one doing nothing. Are you actually broken? You are a ruined snare. You bugger. That is patently unfair. I'm going to say, gosh. Well, at least there's one rabbit. Ruined snare.
Jesus, this is cold.
Not my idea of a fun time. Alright, so what was a headwind before is now a side-ish headwind. Wow. It's amazing how it turns. Just know what's going to make it annoying for you. Yeah, so we'll duck in here. Now it is quite a cold hut, really. So even just doing this for an hour and a half of tear down on all this jazz. I don't think the hide's going to be priority, but we'll do it anyway. Like, we will barely get warm after this time. We'll lose condition from the hunger. Everything else is going okay. Yeah, so like an hour and a half of being in a 3-degree hut. And all you get is a quarter warm. So I guess them are the breaks. What am I doing here? I'm finding that fresh guard. Dropping you there. Ooh, there's my extra cured rabbit pelt. Let's drop the fresh one. So. And I don't think I've got any other cured guts. But we should now have enough of these. Do I just need... Is that what I need to make some mittens now? We still need to warm up, but let's quickly just drop the meat though outside. It's a shame it was such a light rabbit. It was only like 0.9 of a kilo. Don't think we have any other raw meat out here. I don't really want to start a fire for waste a match for just one piece of meat. So we're going to have to wait until we've got some more rabbits there. So it means we're potentially eating some of these kinds of things. That really is the death dog food. You'd probably eat that once you already had food poisoning, or definitely didn't need condition recovery during the night. Which, might be soon, Alright, let's check out rabbit skin mitts. Before I commit, just before I commit, we have 3 more pieces of gut, so I can make 1 more snare. In fact, you know what? Yeah, 1 more. I'm going to make 2 more snares actually before I make these things. There's more guts on the way. It's still a few days on that. We got 2 more days on the other rabbit ones. Oh, there's another extra cured one. 2 more days before we can build our hat. That'll probably sync up with that, and I think the hat is 3 and 1, so we'll be good there. We'll be good to go there, I think. But the reason I don't want to commit to the mitts right now, and I could be getting another snare out there. So hopefully I've done the mental math on that correctly. Alright. It's all about the snares. Not got any other things on me there. Alright, we'll go put those other snares out, because we lost that other one, so we're kind of back to 2. So if we get those snares set, then I come back, do the mitts. A couple of days we can do the hat. And then a few days after that, when the next set of guts is done, I think we can do the deer boots. Yeah, I think it's smarter having a couple more snares out. Just hearing that deer. Alright.
Gotta warm up somehow.
I can see all 4 from here, so that's a good thing. I like to be able to see them all without having to get out there and investigate, so that's pretty good. Gonna use a little bit of outside time. I know we're gonna get cold, but this is the break. But we're gonna be doing crafting inside and stuff. Still got wolves hanging out down the end if you didn't just catch them. As I strafed looking that way. I'm just looking mainly for stick respawns. There were none this side. So it's a bit of a grind now, because what we have to do is keep pushing forward on just what's going to help us in a few days' time, which is all the food, etc, etc. And just making sure we keep a constant supply of sticks and just things like that. So even though we probably did this stick check yesterday and they may or may not have respawned, just got to keep up with it. So what might be on the cards as well? I've tried it in another, my loper start I was doing here. I've tried chasing that deer into those wolves and luring the wolves into that deer. And I gotta say, it was actually really tough. Just the way that the wolves want to do their own boundaries now and don't really go through it. I even sat there with like stink on me and tried to lure them towards me, and they still had a hard time making it past some rocks and going after the deer. It was really annoying, but it would be great to be able to take down a whole deer, or get the wolves to take down a whole deer for us. Throw the rocks and whatever at the wolves to chase them off. But the problem is I want that to mostly happen not in the wolves' territory, but in the deer's territory. And that seems to be the tricky bit. Now let's get cracking on trying to do these mitts. So I have the exact amount of guts on us. Alright, let's spend 2.5 hours on it. Actually, let's spend 3, because that's about a warming up amount. Or should I say, like, we get to about half warming up is what I really meant. Okay, so there's 2 hours left. Alright. While there's still daylight, I just want to make use of daylight hours. If we get cabin fever while we're here, it's going to be pretty difficult to overcome. It's another snow shelter scenario for us, basically. There's not really a decent bed with our name on it. Gonna sprint a little bit because it is towards the end of the day. Don't mind using that up to be tired tonight. Make sure we definitely haven't got any stink on us. So there's pretty much only a couple of spots on the map that we haven't gone to with this character. We've actually done pretty well over the nearly 2 weeks that she's been alive. The main area is where the 3 rope, some sticks there, but I can't be bothered going and getting them there. The little area by the 3 rope climb, and there's a climb. Basically, that log, you can see a log straight through there under the sun. That log climb, that log bridge, we haven't been across that. You have to go up around the corner, past 3 or 4 wolves, climb up a rope. You can go across there. There's another little secret area up there as well. And what I found is that on Interloper, there's just nothing there. Or at least in any of the spawns I've had that I've gone up there, I haven't found anything decent. Now this could be the one where there is something decent. Maybe that's where my hacksaw is. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think because we have found a crowbar and we found a lantern on this run. I think they're our tools. And I've not come across the hacksaw ever on this map on Interloper yet. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. But you know, maybe it's up there. Who knows? But what would... I still would like to go up there. But what's going to be required for that to be a reality is a day either where I'm stupid brave and want to take on those wolves, or a day when the wolves aren't manning the exit here. I've seen loons just run up that in something in his Dead Man run, maybe? There's a couple more cattails there. Just creeping here because I think I'm encroaching on their territory. It's like maybe this is the day when they're not there. Like they should be all over that rise. Aha, there we go. I just saw one. They're sneaky, they are. There's one about to come out from behind a tree, center a screen. There we go. So there's definitely one over there. Normally there's like 3 of them. You can go down in that little corner into the waterfall too. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for a time when they are just not absolutely spamming that entrance. Or it has to be a really calm day when I can light torches and use those torches to get past them. But yeah, it'll have to be like a super calm day, so I'm not risking it with the wind completely coming and blowing out my only defense. So it's just the one, hey? Why was there just the one? Is that the same one I can see? No, I can definitely see 2 now. And that is a really nasty area. Like if you've tried to sneak down there, like you can't see them and then they just basically pounce on you. Or bark at you from somewhere you haven't even seen yet. Oh, we are taking some absolute condition hits just being out here. And it's a... Can't get up there. It's going to be a cattail only kind of dinner tonight, because I don't want to cook that rabbit yet. Alright, so we'll just come in here. And I guess I don't want to lose... Do I want to lose any more condition? That's about 30%, right? We'll just stop losing for a minute. And while we finish off, see if we can get 2 hours on that before darkness fully sets. We should just get there.
Saying a lot because I love horses.
Should just get there. There we go. Going from 0.3, whole grand 2 degrees. Alright. So then, having those on reduce your sprint by 5%. So I think it's still better to have them off unless you really are going to be climbing and stuff. I was facing the exit there. probably reaching the point of pathologicalness, but I'm gonna just quickly check these traps. Can't even see the traps, let alone rabbits in them, but if I can't see that, then that means there's probably nothing there, which is good to know. Very dark, or very gloomy, at least, I should say. But, you know, it's a couple more minutes outside, helping keep the little pendulum of cabin fever just swinging slightly back towards outside time.
I can't feel my hands.
Alright. So, it would be great to have a day with like 4 rabbits. Now, I'm actually going to... I'm going to drink a birch bark. We should have the bed there. It's still kind of early. And that tomato soup. At 20%, that should still be good. I'm just checking that we do have a can opener. I'm actually going to eat that because I think 20% is when that... I know I should heat that up and cook it, get the cooking skill, but I'm not gonna. Now, 3 of these. That should be $7.50, I would have thought. Yeah, $7.50 basically. And I'm gonna drink 1 of those. Kind of hoping the birch bark that spawns in this area will reset the next day or two, so I can pick up another piece or 2. Just keep that dribbling along. Alright, here we go for the 10 hours.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
It's actually probably fairly perfect amount of sleep to... We've completely rested. Now, what annoys me is I would have thought if the sun's coming up like that, this place would be able to be just a little bit light. I'm just spinning around trying to find my way back to anything. There's the workbench. This should be the exit. Once again, I'm mainly using the exit as a way to be able to go out, come back in again, orient myself. Yes, I suppose it's still technically night. I would have thought that looked a lot more like dawn. Well, I guess we're checking those traps again. This is where it does get really grindy. And I apologize. Most of my life for the next few days is trap checking. I think there's 1. Keep hearing deer moving over there. It still freaks me out. %. So effectively that rabbit only just got snared, because I think how it works is when you cause the world to load by like coming out of the door, that's when it checks if the trap went off. And I'm not sure if it only does it once a day or once within the 24 hours of that trap. Now I've put those traps out at different times, so I think that's why in various other runs I've been able to get like check the trap 2 or 3 times a day and get rabbits each time, because the traps are on a different schedule. So it's something like that. So that rabbit only just It only just rolled the dice on putting that rabbit in the trap, so that's why it was only just slightly frozen. And I guess this is where... Hang on, how are we doing water-wise? Because I had to pick up some more water, but it's bloody dark in here. So, there's the metal pail. Find this shelf. There's the bed. That's on the shelf is my water, isn't it? Oh man, good grief. Wasting fuel. Wrong shelf. This side. How about we just do that? Come over here. We'll put that out. Stand in the corner, in the dark, skinning rabbits until it gets light. Another light rabbit. It's only 0.9, and prioritize the meat and the guts. Okay, drop the meat outside. Pull the hide off that later, but just gonna maybe drop it here for the moment. So how are we going on all this stuff? I think some of these still had a few more days, so 92% on that. I'm actually gonna put my other cured pelt there. So there should be two. Are these two deer hides in here? Or am I actually... Yeah, there are. Cool. Alright. So that one's good to go soon. So two of those. Just rechecking this again. Deer skin boots. 2 and 4. Piece of guts there. 2. Until I have 4. Still a few days till I have 4. So that's still going to be a while. And it's 1 I need for the hat, which kind of should start to get close. All right. Well, almost warm. Now, have I been up into the corner? I think I must have been up into the corner. Climber's Cave, Angler's Den, Cavern. I don't think I've done this cave in the corner on this character. I can't remember it. I can't remember it from watching back when proofing the videos. So I'm gonna make the guess that I haven't been there. Just gonna check. Oh, we actually still have a flare. I actually forgot I had that. I might even have more than one. So we're not here to check the traps, but you know, on the way past, give it a little glance.
Come on. The fire. Hot fire.
Might get stuck in some bad weather on the way back, but just heading into this corner. Something slightly new to do. I get a little bit paranoid because as I came in I thought I saw a wolfy sheep. I think it's just that thing where the designers have made stuff look like a lot of other stuff.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Should be pretty safe up in here. Every time I've been up here, no problems. So we kind of get to do two things. Stick collection. Sorry for spinning everyone around on the spot there. And check and see if we've got anything cool in this cave.
Too cold to think.
And I would consider a couple pieces of coal or a piece of fur to be something pretty good. Yeah, if worst comes to worst, we're coming back with 15 or so sticks. So, I think I see a couple of pieces of coal in the back. A couple of sticks. Oh no, they're pieces of fur. Yep. Oh, and one piece of coal. And yeah, two more. There we go. It's sort of hard to pick it out. I'm getting to glare through my window, shining in my face, making it hard to see stuff on my monitor. So in the gloom, it's a bit tricky. Well, there we go. Nothing else there. I didn't actually pay attention to what this area is called. I have to have a look in the little diary. See what this, it reckons this falls is named when we get back in the warm. Now I'm just going to get this out because I'm potentially just pushing into the corner of where the wolf zone is. I don't want to get too greedy for sticks at all. Okay. Back to our warm cabin we go. You know what? Not that we're ever going to build one of those stone cans or anything, but I am actually just going to collect rocks. Just for A, something to do, and B, so we've got some when we need them. Just put them away in the drawer in the hut or something. Maybe we will build a stone can. It takes an enormous amount, like 50 of them or something ridiculous. We don't need that. Put that away. Nothing else on us. Alright. So, going to add to our coal collection. Now, maybe what I should do is actually put the sticks. I kind of like to see them out so I know how much fuel I've got. It's annoying to go pick them up again. Whereas if you put them in the container over there, like it's actually a little bit easier, but you know what? I'm just going to drop them on the floor. And should be able to just drop the fur also there. So should be able to click on those all separate. Alright. Well, while we think of it, we still can tear down that other snare to get some wood back out of that. Let's get the hide off this guy. We're not going to be desperate for rabbit hides, but you know, it's something to do. Something to do. We might need to repair something at some point if we live long enough. Alright. So. Still nothing else cured. We're not losing anything there. We've already read that. Oh, we actually get a piece of reclaimed back out of it. I thought it just broke down into sticks, but at least you get that back. Treating that reclaimed as pretty precious stuff. That's how my traps get made. So they've got one piece of gut. Yep. I'm obsessively recounting all that stuff all the time. Alright. So we can get other stuff done. I'm actually just going to pass time without food. In the bed. Yeah. Some semblance of warmth. So now we're kind of locked in this zone. Like, this is the thing. Like, there's the two exits guarded by wolves. Oh, geez, if we had a mag lens, that'd be awesome. Now we can get out that way pretty easy and go back over to the fishing hut, but we don't have anything to fish with. You know, we can climb back up. We can go back all the places we've been up top by, you know, going to the cabin over there and, you know, climbing back up again and doing all that sort of stuff. But there's not really easily accessible resources. You know, there's some rabbits and stuff up there. But it's probably no better in existence than down here. And the rabbits up there, we then have to get past the bear all the time. We haven't got a way of taking that guy out. So it's kind of like here is the best spot near a rabbit spawn. But there's just not a lot of new things to do. Which is why I was saying, like, if I get a good day where these wolves aren't at home, it's just so hard to spot them. I can see two now. It's kind of tough to get past them. I swear I've had like 3 or 4 there, so trying to get a good bead on if there is just 2. You know, I could, if I want to have the adventure to go that way. So I see 2 there now. I'm going up the hill. I think there's 3. Yeah, I can see 3. One just went behind a drift over there. 4. Okay, there are definitely 4 there. Yeah. I just don't know of an easy way to get past them. Like, can you go up here, get up on top, and go around that? It looks like a bit of a deadly proposition. And if you go down the other passageway down there, you end up with another 3 or 4 wolves protecting that side. So there's basically 8 wolves here within 500 meters of each other. And maybe you can like rock throw and lure them all down there and then race past them and go do stuff. And maybe that's what we have to think about doing. Because it's going to make me a little stir
so
crazy
cold.
just to rinse and repeat, just running back and forth, getting the same stick spawn for another week. But I do really want those deer boots. And that, the rabbit hat. So I'm focused on that for the moment. Middle of the day. Alright, we're gonna go in here again. Alright. Once again, just gonna pass time in the bed. Oh, yeah, horrible wind now. Is that blizzard or just very windy? Just really, really windy. This is largely for something to do. Just waiting on things curing. Last set of guts. Couple of hides. Really don't want to do a cook up until I've got a couple of days of food out of it, just to save on the matches. One rabbit. I'm pretty sure it's this trap is the only one that's paying off so far. No, that's a newish one. That was the original. Those two were the originals. So it just rolled the dice on that when we came out the door again. You can see because it was only 3%. Frozen again. So I think it's rolled the dice on these two new ones I put out at the same time. So I guess I can check it about first thing in the morning and about this time of day. It's probably about the go. Yeah, I think happy to take some suggestions of what people think. Yeah, let's put one of those pots away. Carrying extra weight for nothing. About what people think, you know, I should be doing with this character. What adventures we need to be having, balanced against kind of the longevity we're hoping to get. Don't need to be carrying half of this stuff around. Don't even need to be carrying any feathers. No good can come of that. And I doubt we really need our 23 pieces of cloth all on us. Alright. Oh, it's a slightly plumper rabbit. It's actually hit the full kilo this time. You for the moment. Chuck the meat outside. So we've only really got 500, yeah, not even really 1,500 calories out of that yet. So it's only really, it's just under 2 days survival out of that. Which isn't a lot. I really want those traps to pay off a little bit better, I think. So I could, invest in one more. Try and get better odds. Like getting 6 traps out there would actually be pretty good. We've got plenty of guts. It's just all in a bit of an offset in time. So if I get that one, I tell you what. By the time those hides are done, just get one of those. Because we're still waiting. A little bit. Yeah, that'll happen together. So. Those hides will be ready when that one piece, and that'll be ready for the hat. We'll make one more snare, and we'll put it out. There's a green box up in the corner that I'd have to light a fire beside, but I can get some more pieces of reclaimed wood out of that. If I really want to go super hardcore on the snares. I think snares are pretty good though. Like, I mean, a little bit OP once you get it up and running, because the snare farm is actually pretty productive, and it's realistically our only solution to eke out an existence here. Now we have 5 snares on the go. Now we're getting 2 rabbits a day out of that little farm, it seemed. It'd be great to go out there and pull out 3 rabbits at the same time, come back and skin those up. So close on that other piece of hide. And that other piece of gut. So close. Still planning on maybe turning those into hooks. Which is again where the guts are going to come in. Like, having an oversupply of guts means that then we can... We've got 3 hooks on us, I think we've made, but we can make another few. And then, as long as we go like super rested over to the fishing hut, we should be able to actually do bits of fishing and then still have enough time to climb the rope. But because we don't have the bedroll, we can't sleep in that fishing hut. So we're probably better off making an expedition, going over to the fishing hut, just doing a bit of collecting, climbing, resting in the cabin, coming down, fully rested, fishing for a few hours, then going back up to the hut. So again, it's a little bit of a tedious back and forth to make that happen. So we're actually starting to really get through our water as well. So when we do our cook up, we're also going to have to boil a bunch of water. I'm kind of planning on setting a cook up outside. So it's worked for me in a couple of the other runs I've been doing in this zone. But I actually find just here by this rock is actually kind of protected on 3 sides from the wind. Maybe even a 4th, because like from that way. So it's... I haven't been blown out putting the fire right here yet. I don't want to speak too soon, because obviously that's when the game comes to try and get you. It's when you're resting on your laurels a little bit. Just trying to use the last bit of my energy to just do a little walk around. Yeah, I got up on this before and I found there was, like, it was trying to give me a little reticule for something to pick up. Over here, I think it was. But there was nothing to pick up. I just got little Yeah, I get this little interaction thing just here. As if it's trying to find something that can click on. Like, why would you be doing this here? Just here, for no reason. Not sure what it is, what it's for, what I'm missing. But it's
Did
there.
I say I hate being cold? 'Cause
Something-
I really do.
Not quite interactable. If anyone has any ideas of what that could be, I'm all ears. I did even try clipping my head through the rock like this can to see if I could see something in there, but I think it's up above this bit. But nah, couldn't find it. Don't know what it was. Alright. So I don't think we're rolling the dice on bad food yet. Like I said, we still need to eat this dodgy piece soon. But I think that's definitely going to be a food poisoning night. So I think we could roll the dice on this, and if it did give us food poisoning, do that, we just wouldn't get any conditioning recovery, and we'd be stuck at a 50% day tomorrow. You know, which probably, I think we could probably survive with that. So maybe we do give that a go. Seems a bit of a weird thing to do when you still have a cattail, so... Because what do you... 300, 600, another one would be 750, you could eat 2 of them. If we don't get food poisoning off these, we won't eat that, we'll just eat them. But, just double check. Yeah, we've got some reishi. We should be good. Alright. We're so exhausted we're going to do the full sleep now. So we did get food poisoning. So
I feel like I'm gonna die.
guess we're just eating that one. Leaving this one, or are we just going to eat that one anyway? 'Cause you can't get food poisoning twice. So I guess we just say that's enough.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
So I guess we're sleeping our full 10 now. Alright. No condition recovery for you tonight. So yeah, the food poisoning's healed. We need to have a drink.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Sleep for another 2 hours or so and get a tiny bit of condition recovery there. So we'll just say 3. We'll sleep. But then it's a brand new day. A brand new dawn. Almost. Oh yeah, there's no light. Not really. We're almost at the start of the day. But I guess this is the end of this episode. We have now... says day 16, so surely it says... We survived that 2 weeks that I wanted to try and survive here. But we still can... We're not in dire straits yet, you know, like... We still have 16 matches. So that's like a month if you can make that work. I'm not sure if I should try and eke out another month of basically just living here, subsisting off rabbits or not. I might get a little dull. So I think we're going to have to start to expand our horizons as soon as we've got this crafting done. Maybe we'll try and have a few of those adventures I talked about. But thank you for dropping by. It's the end of this episode. I'll see you in the next one.